Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to another Going Rounds podcast. Welcome back, Clark. Clark is back here
What's
with
up?
us.
How's it going? Thanks for having me
Uh,
back.
yeah, of course, man. We got a bunch of shit to talk about, like a bunch. Stuff from last week. The huge fight for this week. I'm sure everybody knows by now. UFC 285. Jon Jones is back. Um,
Hell yeah, the king
yeah.
is back.
I don't know about all. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, but Jon Jones is back. I mean, he's considered the GOAT in a lot of people's eyes. I say it's arguable, but he's definitely a great fighter and a legend. And he's not even done with his career. So yes, he's a great one, and he's back. I'm looking forward to it. This is gonna be a stacked card. I love it. Up from like bottom to top. I mean, legit great card. So I'm excited about that. That's why I had to have Clark on because he's excited too. And well, I needed somebody to be excited with.
Dude, I'm always excited for a good rumble. So this is
Hell
going to be
yeah.
a wonderful card. I can't wait. And I will be at your house. I'm going to
Are
be
you
there
sure this
prompt.
time?
So
Are you sure
I'm
this time?
coming. I'm
Are you
coming,
sure this
motherfucker.
time?
So we're coming.
Hell
Cheers.
yeah.
Let's have a good
Cheers.
show.
Yes. Yeah, he flaked on me last time, so he's got to be here this time.
I definitely
Yeah.
got to cover.
So fuck, man. Crazy shit in Tucson again. Just like what was it? Wasn't it last time we podcasted together? Was this?
No, last time we had the chemical
Oh, that's right.
accident.
Well, yeah, but didn't it snow that time too? It snowed right after that, didn't it?
No, it just snowed on
That was the
this
time of.
weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it snowed the weekend and then it snowed again.
But it snowed like 3 times
Three
in the past
times.
like
Yeah, three
month or
times.
something. It's insane.
It's been stupid
We're,
for
we're we
sure.
live in the desert. Like what the fuck?
Hey, but did it not look nice? I mean, I know
Oh,
your
it did.
backyard is pure desert back
Oh
there, so
yeah.
it probably looked really nice.
No, it looked dope. I mean, I had to go do some house cleaning on my goddamn truck. I couldn't see. My truck was stacked with snow, and then I had to clear off I had to clear off Haley's car because it's behind Michelle in the garage. So our car's fine. Michelle's gonna get out just fine and be able to see. Except she's got to first move Haley's car. So I had to go. I'm over there sweeping like a big dummy on top of all the cars because I had nothing else to move it with. It was dumb. But yeah, we live in
It's
we
not
live in
something that we
Arizona.
expected. I
Yeah,
know.
we live in Arizona and not the parts that
This,
get snow usually. So
yeah, this shit's not supposed to happen.
and well, me and Clark live like 5 minutes away from each other. So everything I encounter, he encounters. If it's happening in this area, we both get it. So
Yep,
it was
for sure.
nuts. But yeah, that's a little bit of real life stuff there. Stupid snow. This weather's insane, man. But between the crazy wind, which it's always windy where we live, but
Oh, super windy. It's just because
super.
we have, just mountains and ranges all
Yeah.
around us.
Yeah, and like we're not immersed in the middle of the actual big city, we're kind of on a little bit on the outskirts. So yeah, we get all
Yeah.
the damn wind. It's fucking oh, it's so irritating. I actually hate the wind. So when we moved out here, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Stupid move, asshole.
Bro, whose fucking idea was it to buy this house?
My wife. No, it's cool though. I like it out here. It's just the wind, man. The wind just doesn't stop. But whatever. Who gives a shit about the fucking weather, right?
Right. Who cares? You know
Yeah.
what? Honestly, the summer, I'm not excited for it. So fuck
Yeah,
off.
but we're used to
Definitely I'm excited for the one thing about the desert, and it's the prices of golf will go down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be hot as shit, and we're gonna have to drink lots of water, but mixed in with some
Yep.
whiskey. But it's the golf prices go way down, which is awesome. And yeah, there's
Yep.
just more. We don't have to worry about a frost delay or the stupid rain
No.
or the wind, where like if you hit to the right and the wind's going to the right, you wind up further to the right. We have that
Yep.
problem.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we're used to the heat, so I mean, at least when that shows up, it
Yeah,
is
we'll be
unless it gets
prepared.
crazy.
Who know? I mean, hopefully, we'll see. With the way
Yeah.
things are going with weather, who knows what we're gonna
I
get?
know we're gonna wind up with like 125 degrees and shit. Oh my
I'll go.
god.
I'll definitely go golfing by a pool.
Yeah, we're gonna have to buy body fans and just put them all over ourselves.
Oh, Mister, have a Mister right there on the card.
Yeah.
Just go
I'm just
go
gonna
for
have
a
a
pic.
mister on my hat, so it's just spraying me the whole time. Some real dad
That'd be
shit.
awesome.
Fuck.
Oh, I can't
Anyway,
wait. Did you have a
yeah,
good week at work? Everything went well?
work's work. Fucking
Yeah, I
annoying,
hear you.
annoying, stupid work, but it is what it
I
is.
hear you.
I'm probably going out of town next week, so
Oh,
that should,
nice.
yeah, no, not nice. Especially when I have to go to New Mexico. That's fucking shitty.
I know. I have a trip coming up in Florida in April, so we'll see how that goes.
Like personal or work?
No, for work, it's a big giant law enforcement gathering for recruiting,
Orgy?
and kind of just how, yeah,
Gangbang?
hey,
With a bunch of dudes with
you
mustaches?
never know, hey, we're a bunch of hobos, you know what I mean?
Stupid. Tickling each other. Never mind. I'm gonna
All
leave
right,
that alone.
we're
Cut
gonna
it out.
intertwine our
Cut it
mustache.
out.
Let's be honest.
That's gross. You're a sick fuck. Anyway, I got a trip
Cheers to
coming
that.
too. Yeah, I got a trip coming too. And so the next
Oh yeah,
UFC,
you're going to Vegas.
yeah,
Fuck off, you're going to Vegas.
the next UFC, um, the next UFC pay-per-view actually, it's gonna be in London though, and it's gonna be on during the day. It's like gonna be 1 p.m. our time. So I'm just gonna have to find somewhere to post up and watch it, or else I'll be walking around with my phone in my hand. Whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I'll be able to do the podcast that week before, but yeah, that weekend I'm not gonna be sitting down watching it. Probably I'll be walking around.
That'd be sick. We should probably plan it, in the fall time. We go to Las Vegas and we do a podcast in Las Vegas together. That
Yeah,
would be cool.
I mean it would be, but that's a lot of logistical shit that has to happen.
I know.
I mean, I take all my
It
shit
was
with
a
me
cool idea.
when I go out of town for work. I take all my shit with me, and if we're in the same room, then I have less like CPU power I got to deal with because we're both in the same room.
Oh yeah.
So that's good. I mean, that's actually better because then I don't have to connect to anything outside. So I mean, it's possible. You never know. I am looking
Yeah.
at tomorrow. The tickets for UFC X go on sale, which is like it's like a fan expo type thing. So there'll be
Mhm.
a bunch of fighters doing different things, events and stuff. I went to it back in 2013. It was so dope. I got to meet all kinds of fighters. I have all kinds of pictures of fighters. The kids got to meet fighters. It was badass.
Didn't you get that didn't autograph something for you?
No, I saw him from afar,
Oh.
but his line was like it was like a 2-hour line, and we had already stood in line that day 2 hours for fucking Chuck Liddell because that's who the kids wanted to
Mm,
see, and I did too, obviously. But yeah, I mean, so we got to meet Chuck Liddell. Trent got to tell him that she was a black belt. That was cool. She was all happy.
that is awesome.
But yeah, no, it was dope. But yeah, I'm like the tickets go on sale tomorrow. I kind of want to see how much those are because that could be a cool event to do like a remote type extra content for the channel, so that could be dope. So,
Oh, for sure. You should record it with your phone, kind of
that's what I'm
like
saying, yeah,
you
I'll
live
walk
it.
around. Yeah, I'll see.
Yeah,
But
you're gonna need a shirt. I think we're gonna need to find you a Going Arounds podcast shirt, just so and we'll put the QR code with all your stuff on it
yeah,
on the
no, it's not a
back.
bad idea, actually. So, yeah, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I think that's in July, probably around, I think it's, like, International Fight Week or something they call it
Yeah,
all
that
the
would be
time.
dope.
Yeah, so, anyway, yeah, so, like I said, there's a lot to talk about, so if you're ready, I'm ready, let's just get down to it.
Let the party begin.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna start it off with a little bit of just some all around combat sports news. So here's some big news that just came out what's today? Tuesday? Yeah, it just came out yesterday. So
Today is
BKFC.
not Tuesday.
No, I said did I say? Oh, Thursday.
You straight up said
Man,
Tuesday.
I'm fucked up. It's Thursday. We're doing the podcast. It's Thursday. I'm stupid. I told you I get my days mixed up all the time because I'm so busy worried
Oh,
about all kinds of other shit. It's Thursday, which means yesterday was Wednesday. That's when this news came out. So BKFC is already had Mike Perry. He's had a few fights in the BKFC. They already had Chad Mendez. He's had one fight in the BKFC. Bare knuckle fighting championship, by the way, if you don't know what that is. It's bare knuckle boxing. It's been around for a bit. I talk shit all the time, but they've been putting on some pretty decent events. So I feel like something is like biting me or some shit on my arm. It's driving me crazy. Something on my chair, I think, is poking me. Anyway, so the big news, well, yeah, that came out yesterday was they signed Luke Rockhold and Eddie Alvarez. So now they got a bunch of big names from the UFC that used to be in the UFC fighting on bare knuckle fighting championship, which is kind of crazy, especially since Eddie Alvarez, while he left from the UFC a while back, went to one championship and he fought there a few times. Didn't do very well. So didn't look good for those ex UFC fighters. Chad Mendes was just gone from the UFC for a while. He kind of retired and then came out of retirement, got the release from the UFC, and then is now fighting with bare knuckle. Mike Perry fought out his contract and just took off and wound up here. And now Luke Rockhold got his release because he asked for it and said he just wanted to go and do some other shit. So now he's with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, and they're putting on this big event, April 29th. Mike Perry versus Luke Rockhold, and Chad Mendes versus Eddie Alvarez. Now, this is one that I might have to pay and watch because those are some big names. Those are a lot of good fighters that I like, and I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah, it actually should be pretty interesting. My question is do bare knuckle boxers get paid more than the UFC?
So I want to say, depending on who you are, it's a possibility. So I won't say that they definitely do, but I mean something's getting them to go over there, right? So they're getting money
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
know.
Yeah. But I can't tell
And I
you for
know
sure
their
what.
names are carrying weight too. I mean, they've been in UFC, so I mean, their career itself is going to carry over. But I mean, I think bare knuckle boxing is a lot more intense. Just the fact that you're getting hit straight in the face by someone's fucking
Yeah.
knuckles. So who knows what
Yep.
that's going to feel like?
Plain old knuckles like a goddamn street fight or a bar brawl. I mean,
We're going back to Kimbo Slice here.
yeah, it's the realest of the real. I mean, it's not fully bare. I mean, it is bare knuckle, right?
They
But
wear the they wear the
They
wraps.
they put the wraps not on their knuckles, but they put the wraps on their wrist. So, some
Mhm.
would say that's kinda cheating because if you stabilize your wrist, you can hit harder. So, you're
Mhm.
not worried about, some limp wrist bullshit while you're punching, and
Right.
you get that stability back there, so it adds a little more strength in that punch. So, either way, it is bare knuckle boxing. Oh, and I forgot, there's 2 other names on there that used to be in the UFC as well. So, Fajeda versus Rawlings. So, Rowdy Beck Rawlings used to fight in the UFC as well. And Ben Rothwell. Actually, Beck Rawlings, I think, was a champ in bare knuckle for a minute. So, she's been there for a while. But Ben Rothwell just
Wait,
had.
wait, girls do this shit too?
Yeah, bro, I told you this last
Uh,
time. Paige Van
oh,
Zandt has fought twice in bare knuckle and lost both times, and she's still contracted for one more fight.
I only approve women to fight if they look like dudes.
Oh my god, this motherfucker.
Just kidding.
Dude, they got all the hot ex fucking UFC fighters. They have
That's fucking wild.
Rachel Ostovich. She's a hottie, and she fought in bare knuckle as well. Beck Rawlings isn't too bad. Has a
That
OnlyFans
is
page.
wild. Oh, that's right. We did talk about the
Yeah,
OnlyFans
that's what I was
page.
saying. That's what I was saying.
This is wild.
Yeah, and while Ben
Oh.
Rothwell used to fight in the UFC as well, he
Mhm.
fought in the UFC for a long time. So he's fighting. His opponent hasn't been announced yet. So, but yeah,
Well, that'll be
this is.
interesting. I think you may have to fight. If you buy this one, I'll chip in. We'll go with that. If
Oh,
you want to buy it, let's go ahead.
you don't have to. I think these fights are only like $5.
That's 250, motherfucker.
Chip in on
That's a
the
golf
UFC,
ball.
fucker. That's $80. No, I buy all this shit because I want to see it. So whether somebody's here or not, like UFC fights, if nobody's coming over, I'm still watching that shit. If we're out and
Right.
about and we have some kind of event, I'm still buying it so I can watch it when I come home, watch it the
I
next
know
day, or
that.
watch it on my phone.
For those that don't know you, I mean, we've had significant events, and there's been UFC been going on, and all you hear is Eric is either drinking, laughing in the conversation, but he still's got every UFC fight on his damn phone
Hell
every
yeah,
time.
all the
Doesn't
time.
matter what's going on.
That's why I'm doing this fucking
Never skips a
podcast.
beat.
Yeah, because I don't. I
Yeah,
don't
never
miss
skips a
shit.
beat.
And I don't like I used to have way more time where I could actually watch shit really closely. And it's stupid because now I do this podcast and I should be watching it even closer. But now it's more about collecting all the data, right, in my head and figuring things
Right.
out. Like you don't have to watch the whole fight to know what happened, really. Um, I'm not fighting them, so I don't have to study their every move. So when it comes down
Right, and we
to
don't
it,
need it. We don't need to know about their fucking camps and all that shit unless
nah,
it's
nah.
insane who their coach is
Right.
or whatever.
And
But
that's the kind of
it's
shit I
not.
used to that's the kind of shit I used to follow. So, like, I had to kinda let that go a little bit because 'cause I'm like, "I'm gonna bore everybody to death with all these stupid inside baseball fucking facts," you know? Nobody really gives a shit about except for
No
me.
one, no one needs to know the rooster they're trying to catch. To pick up their speed.
Hey, but I bet everybody's fucking happy when I let them know that somebody has an OnlyFans, huh?
Oh, hey, let's check the subscribers on that. I think we need to get some residuals.
Yeah, no shit. Because I can pretty much tell you okay. Anyway, I was say I can pretty much tell you every chick that actually, I just heard that Charles Oliveira, who's in the UFC right now,
Oh,
has an OnlyFans as well. But he's
uh,
just doing fight camp stuff. He's not even like OnlyFans isn't like completely just hot chicks showing their ass and tits, but but I mean that's the majority, right? Obviously, that's what it's
I
known
wouldn't
for.
know. I don't go on
Oh,
OnlyFans. Let's
whatever.
clear the record.
Like,
I've
you've
never been
never
on it.
seen something in your life. Jesus.
I have never gone on OnlyFans.
Listen,
Nope.
if whether you're listening to this live or you're listening to this later, just fucking comment on how Clark is a ginormous vagina. Okay? Just let him know. Tell him, "You unrealistic motherfucker. Act like you're not a man. Come on." What, you just like dudes with mustaches now or what?
Listen here. No,
I'm not gonna
I
get you in
there's
trouble. I'm not gonna get you in trouble. I'm just saying, you like dudes with mustaches. I understand.
hey,
Your wife
Farva
is
all the
the
way. Hey,
you
we
and a
just celebrated
fucking
our third anniversary, so
yeah,
cheers to that.
yeah,
We have
hap-
our big leap year anniversary next year. We're planning something big, so hopefully
yeah.
that goes as planned.
Which means it's not you didn't really have an anniversary. You fucking had a faux versary. Like, how do you know
Listen
when
here,
to
just
do it?
because
February 28th or March 1st? Which one? Which one?
that's the beauty of it.
You get
We can't
if
do
you
it on
forget
20.
the
Let's do it on the
28th,
first.
you talk about it on the 1st. You're like, "No, I moved it. I moved it. It's why I didn't say nothing yesterday." Who decided? Who decided?
We both decide. We both decide when we're gonna celebrate it.
Whatever. Jesus Christ. Somebody's fucking
My cheeks are
fantastic
hurt. We need to
idea.
stop laughing. Let's be serious.
I know we got way off subject. All right.
Oh
Fucking
God.
A. Anyway, yeah, this is going to be a dope fight. I'm excited for it. April 29th. Whatever's happening, I'm going to probably buy it and watch it, whether it's live or later, because I
Five
want to see.
dollars. Let's invest.
I'm pretty sure that's what they charge, but I don't know. With this kind of fight, they actually I heard the interview. I think he said this is going to be a pay-per-view, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be more than $5. It'll probably be like 50. So
Oh,
that's still
those
better than UFC's
bastards.
80.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And it's
I mean,
better
and they're
than the
probably paying the fighters better too.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I'll support it. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's a great card. Can't wait. It's a ways away, obviously, but this news just happened yesterday. Like I said, that's why I wanted to bring it up. And BKFC's been in the topics lately because they're acting like the UFC. I said it last week, having fucking events every goddamn week. And without hesitation, here we go again. Fucking another event this week. BKFC 37 in London. I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna be straight up. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I don't know anybody on this motherfucking card. I don't know anybody. So
All
yeah,
I see is
I'm not gonna.
tattoos, no tattoos, tattoos, no
Yeah,
tattoos.
yeah. It's just a bunch of mugshots. That's what I always say. That's what's funny
Oh
about,
man.
dude. That's why I'm entertained by BKFC because it just looks like a bunch of ex-cons that got out and were like, "Oh, I can fuck somebody up legally? Cool. You're gonna pay me too? Hell yeah. Stay out of jail and get my fix. I'm
Oh my
good."
gosh. Let me check. Let me see if I can get a gangs unit out here. We'll see if they have any gang related tattoos. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
shit. Yeah, so I'm not gonna
I see
get
some of this shit.
I'm not gonna
Oh
get
my
into
god.
this because fucking I don't like I said, I don't know anybody, but this is this is the types of events they have. They'll do like not regional, but like they have certain area that they do the event in, and they have a bunch of fighters from that area. That's what this is. BKFC in London, a bunch of UK fighters.
R- Real quick, look at Mason Sean versus Lee Brownie. It looks like they're fucking fighting for their cousin.
Oh my god.
Alabama cousins, right?
Oh shit. You know these fools will fuck you up, right?
look, look here, it's all for fun. You know what? They can go fuck themselves, but
I
that shit
know.
is funny right there.
I talk mad shit about fighters too, and I'm like,
Oh,
someone's like, that's fucked up that you're talking shit. I'm like, yeah, but are they ever gonna hear it? I'm not that big right now. And I don't know if I ever will be, so they'll probably never hear it.
they're like, oh, I
Oh
had an
shit.
algorithm say my name.
Right?
I'm coming after
They
you.
look at everything.
You're
Fucking
in
A.
Arizona, motherfucker. I'm coming.
I know I said it already too. Moving on. Moving on. So last week, UFC Vegas 70. Nikita Krylov versus Ryan Spann. So the unfortunate thing about this fight, at the beginning of the main event on the broadcast, they're starting it up, doing this that, and the other. And next thing you know, they're like, well, the first thing we got to do is let everyone know that Nikita Krylov got sick. He had food poisoning or some shit, and they canceled the main event at the start of the fucking main card. So that's some shit. That hasn't really happened very often. So it's pretty nuts.
No, and to announce it so late, and I mean, I can understand like a couple hours before the fight, but like as it's starting.
Well, what I bet happened was he got there, he got dressed, he changed into his fight gear, he started warming up, and then all of a sudden he felt that grumble in his tumble and decided, I think I gotta take a shit. And he probably went to go take a shit and was like, oh my God, I have, you know, everything coming out of me. And then he probably puked. And then he's like, holy shit, I don't know if I could do this. So I don't know. That's just my guess.
Yep,
I don't know. That I mean,
cheese.
that's
That's it. Sounds like cheese to me.
for you.
Look here. Watch your diet, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they said. They said food poisoning, but he had some kind of stomach issues. He was sick, whatever. He couldn't fight. Fucking sucked. I felt really bad for Ryan Spann in the post-fight press conference. They were asking him questions. He was out there answering them and whatever. And they were like, so what are your overall thoughts of this? Homeboy started like bawling because he said that, he put so much work into this camp. His coaches like sacrificed and put so much work into the camp. And I think he said it was more about his coaches and his team and everything they sacrificed and gave up in order to help him out, and then he didn't even get to come through. So that sucked.
That sucks too, especially because usually there's a backup plan for most of the fights.
Yeah.
And for it to be so close to the fight and the main card already starting, you're like, we don't have any backups.
Can't do shit. Yeah, no. I mean, day of, it's real hard to come up with somebody day of, much less like an hour before you're supposed to fight. Fuck. That sucks. So I feel bad for the dude,
So,
but I think they already kind of got a date in mind, or they already are talking about,
uh,
rescheduling.
weird question: do they ever compensate fighters
Yeah, yeah.
for something like this?
Yeah. So, like, I guarantee Ryan Spann got compensated somewhat, if not just his show money, his win and show money, or maybe they just cut him a fucking check and said, "Here you go." This is they had to have. Almost always, I've heard of them, giving the fighter that missed out, something. So I'm
An
pretty sure he got
opportunity.
paid. Yeah, unless they fucked him over and were like, "Oh, we're gonna reschedule this right away. Don't worry, you'll get your money then." But either way, it's fucked up. If they didn't give him anything, it's fucked up.
I say, are you gonna give me two-door purses? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
what are you gonna
I
do at that point?
Yeah, it's like, give me something now, and then we'll go about the normal contract when I actually fight.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So who
agree. I
knows?
agree on that.
Anyway, though, I mean, the fights were pretty decent. Mike Malott got a sub. The 3 wins, or I'm sorry, the 3 out of 4 fights on the main card were submissions. So Mike Malott was one of them. Um, and what the fuck is his name? This is that dude with the weird name. Johan is his first name. That's all I remember. I can't remember. Lanus? Lane. It's some weird fucking last name. Anyway, Mike Malott was the favorite. Everybody was, pretty high on him. So he did get the sub. The one I was excited about, and I was so happy I was able to sit down and watch this fight, was Tatiana Suarez versus Montana De La Rosa. Suarez came back like a motherfucking banshee, the way that she always is. She came out fucking strong and hard, and I mean, she got the win by submission.
That looks disgusting right there.
What do you mean?
Her look, the way
Oh.
that she has that choke in. Oh hell
Yeah,
no!
but, dude, and Montana tried to stand up at one point in time. Like, when she first got her in that choke, she tried to stand up before, Tatiana got that, body lock in. She tried to stand up, and she put, like, her whole back of her body was up in the air, and her neck was still stuck underneath, Suarez's arm. Dude, it looked bad. Like, it looked like she got
Ugh.
decapitated. So then she went yeah, I'm sure she went down to try to get the pressure out, and then Suarez got that, like, body lock on her and fucking just sunk in that choke. But for the second weekend, or for the second time in, like, 2 weeks or some shit like that, um, another fucking wardrobe malfunction. So, Jessica Andrade against Erin Blanchfield. Andrade said that basically at one point in time, which I did, like, there was highlights all over the place, and, yeah, at one point in time, they were grappling, and her, like, basically her top just came up completely. So she got all freaked out.
You saw the nipple.
Yeah, yeah. And so, she basically, like, wound up getting taken down because she let go of the grip that she had for defense and went to, like, fix her top, which, by the way, she has an OnlyFans as well, so I don't know why she's worried about it, but That's
It's because it's free. That's the why
yeah.
it's
She's like,
free.
"I ain't making
You're like,
money
hey,
for
this
this
is twenty
part."
dollars right here
Yeah.
for a nipple slip.
But yeah, so she kind of, like, she kinda said that was part she lost train of thought and all this other shit. She got distracted, and then she got submitted. So I was like, "Yeah, whatever, okay." I mean, she is a beast. She's a good grappler and a good jiu-jitsu artist, but, I mean, she had nothing for Aaron Blanchfield. So, same thing happened here. I watched this one back again because I didn't see it during the fight, and then I heard about it, and I was like, "I don't remember anything like that. That's weird." So I went back and watched, and I guess I could see, like, Suarez kept trying to go down and, try to, like, get a double leg on her, and she kept kinda pressing her against the cage and then sliding downward, and so it was kinda pulling her shirt down. So she's wearing a full-on tank top, but I guess everything was loose enough where like, I'm talking like it was bulging out of her shirt. I was all, "Damn." So I could see how that's distracting, being a fighter. So either way,
For sure.
um, now they're calling for some kind of wardrobe fucking fix. Like, same thing happened with Reebok though. People were showing tits all over the place, and then they tried to revamp the sports bras and the tops for the women because that kind of shit happens. So it's a
Yeah, I don't know.
distraction.
Have you ever worked out and like, or you're playing sports and for guys, it's called a turtle. Like something happens downstairs and you get
Yeah,
the turtle. That's distracting. So I could
yeah.
totally understand that.
You can.
You're like, oh, you're like something's off. Hold on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, I get it too. And, regardless of what you do in your personal time, if you show it to everybody anyway, it's still distracting in a fight when it's not supposed to happen. So I get it.
If you don't want them to see it, charge more.
Exactly. um, so yeah, anyway, Suarez back to her normal. um thought my I thought my alarm was going off. My watch was going crazy. Anyway, back to her normal dominant self, and she's looking like she's gonna be straight to the rampage, and trying to get back on top. I just hope that she doesn't get hurt because that's her biggest thing. She's been out for 4 years because of a neck injury, and then a knee injury, and then another knee injury. So she's been out for a while. The neck injury kept her out for a long time. So, and then I mentioned last week's episode that she actually when she was 19, she fought off cancer as well. She had thyroid cancer and she beat that, and then she just has all these injuries and shit. So hopefully she can get shit on track and, at least try to fight for a title soon.
Yeah, fighter all the way around.
For sure. So the last fight on that card that was what wound up being the main event. Brendan Allen versus Muniz, I think. I don't know why that dude's name just completely. Yeah, anyway. He got choked out too. So that was a good fight. And Brendan Allen was the person everyone was high on, and he definitely got the win like everyone thought. And I didn't get to watch that one, but I did go back and watch it, so it wasn't too bad. I watched the Suarez fight, and then I don't know what happened. I forgot what I was doing, but I didn't watch the rest of them. So
The
anyway,
the cornrows are distracting, so
they are, especially when he didn't have them before, and then he had them now. I don't know why. Kind of weird. I don't think he does that in all of his fights, so I was a little surprised to see the cornrows this time. But yeah,
it's always
anyway,
the white guy that tries to do that.
I know, I know. But that was pretty much it for that card. There wasn't a whole lot going on. I mean, it wasn't the greatest of cards all around. I was just excited for Tatiana Suarez, and that Nikita Krylov and Ryan Spann fight. I was excited for too, and then I was disappointed when that got scrapped. Kind of shitty. You didn't watch
Yeah, it
any of those
happens.
fights last week?
No, I didn't. I wasn't able to catch him.
Yeah, way to go.
Look, I actually this happened Saturday. I was tired. I played that golf tournament.
Oh, that's right. How did you do?
And so, we did 68, so that wasn't too
No,
bad.
no. How did you do?
I did pretty good. My drives weren't too bad, but as far as like my short game was on point, and
Oh, that's
that
good.
makes a difference. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. But let's call out some motherfuckers. These four old guys got 60 out of 70.
What?
Old guys. You're telling me four old guys are 10 under at a city course? I mean, it could happen, but
Right.
that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a lot. But you
I call bullshit.
but you won some shit, what, in a raffle or what?
Yeah, I bought some raffle tickets. I won $40 at the PGA store. That was kind of cool. And then I won a $85 oil change, which God knows I don't need that one. But J- don't go to Jim Click. I don't trust those fuckers.
Damn, just hating. All right. Well, I'm gonna be busy for the next few weeks, but I need to go fucking play some golf again soon. We'll see when I can sneak it in.
Yeah,
So,
let me know.
yeah.
If you call out sick one day, I'm down.
It's a possibility that I won't do that. All right, moving on. So we got to talk about the big event, the other big event of last week, which was
Oh,
Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Now, Mr. fucking Farva hater over here, he can't stand it. He doesn't even want to talk about it, I don't think. But
no.
when it comes down to what I do, I have to talk about it, or it's kind of I'm just completely missing out here. So,
I
it,
mean, if you're gonna talk shit, you gotta at least talk shit straight to their kind of face. You know what I mean?
yeah,
We gotta bring them up and talk shit
for
about it. So
sure.
I agree.
Yeah, so don't be so salty.
Fuck the balls. Fuck them all.
Well, you got what you wanted because he got beat, but
Yeah.
which took him down
By
a notch,
decision.
kinda. Yeah, it was a split decision too. So I mean, he didn't get beat the way people wanted him to get beat, which was to get knocked the fuck out. First of all, and pretty much the main thing is what everybody wanted was for him to get knocked the fuck out, but he didn't. He survived. He didn't look half bad, but Tommy Fury definitely showed him what a real boxer looks like. I mean, he was no like Canelo or anything like that out there, but he definitely look like a boxer compared to Jake Paul, who did not look like much of a boxer. I mean, he held his own. He did knock down Fury at one point in time. It was the only knockdown of the fight, which I'll get to that. But yeah, I mean, overall, I watched the whole fight. I'm not going to tell you how. I didn't pay for it. So, but I did watch it. And I was getting live what's up, Trin? We got Trin in the chat.
Oh, what's
Um
up, Trent?
I did watch it, but yeah, and I mean, I was also watching a fight companion um while I was watching the fight, so I didn't have to listen to it. I was kind of just listening to the fight companion, so I knew what was going on the whole time, even if I wasn't actually staring at it. But, I mean, it wasn't too bad of a fight, but it wasn't the best thing in the world. So and it went all 8 rounds. But it was better than the fight before that, which was like legit boxing. Badu Jack versus a guy, I don't know how to fucking say his name, so I'm not gonna try. But Badu Jack got that win, and it was, I mean, it was a good win for him, but that fight drug out so long. It was a 12-round fight, which is normal professional boxing, but that fight drug out so long, and it was just like, "Can we get to it, please? God damn it." That's what I hate about boxing.
That's what I yeah,
Yeah.
boxing, oh my gosh, they have like 20 rounds, like
Dude,
Jesus, a
it's
Canelo
12
fight?
rounds, and, it's 12 rounds at 3 minutes a round, right? So, that's still what, how long is that? 36 minutes? Now,
Mhm.
the longest UFC fight you're gonna have is 25 minutes. So, I mean, what is that? 36, 25, that's, 11 minutes extra?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
well,
and that
that's not including the, the minute break they
exactly,
get and the
exactly.
commentary. Oh
Yep.
my god.
So all that time in between feels like such a fucking long time. So that's why I can't stand boxing. It drives me nuts. But
I know, take
like
the
I
gloves
said,
off, bitches.
go to bare knuckle with all those
Let's
fucking
make it
con
happen.
men. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, here's Tommy Fury when he got the win. He fucking acted like he just won the goddamn World Series or fucking Super Bowl, which looks bad on him because I mean, when it comes down to it, he was like, "I'm gonna rip his fucking head off. He After I'm done with him, he's never gonna box again. His boxing career is over." Talks all this shit, and then he doesn't fucking win impressively. Like it was still
Yeah, it doesn't put
questionable.
away the fight.
No, he didn't put it away at all. He should have made it where nobody could question it. Instead, he did do well, and I do believe he won in the end, but there's still an argument for Jake Paul having won. So, it's tough. It's tough to sit here like, justify that kind of a celebration. I'd just be like, "Yep, got the win. Good job. Good job,
And
man."
I watched a little bit of the fight and the replays of it, and honestly, you're going back to, I hate talking about him, but Mayweather, the way he fought and how he always ducks and just moves all the time and dodging and just getting those little jabs in. Like, come on, just fight. Who cares? Like, you're gonna take a hit anyways. This is boxing, so just take a hit. Who cares?
So the biggest thing
I
about
mean,
this fight was that there was a lot of tying up in the first round. Right away, they were tying up, and I mean, I don't know, man. It sucks because I get it. It's part of boxing, but if you're tying up in the first round, like that's some shit you do when you're tired in like the sixth round. You don't do that shit in the first round, and it was
that's like he
happening
got
right
you good,
away.
and you're like, yeah, he got you good, and you're like, oh, motherfucker, all right, you want
Yeah,
to play that
yeah.
game?
If you
Let's
get
go.
blasted, I mean, if you get blasted and you want to take a break, I get it, but I don't know. It was
Yeah.
weird. So, um, the tying and then the ref, that fucking ref, like, would not let them fight. He just kept intervening. He kept being an idiot. He was, like, asking Jake Paul, "Do you wanna fight?" And it's like, "Bro, they're fighting." Like, I get it, you gotta break them up, but he didn't even give him a second. The second it looked like they were coming together, he was right there in the middle. And from what I heard too was, like, after the fight, he's all telling people, go follow my Instagram. I'm at blah 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 blah." He's like trying to hype himself up and get his like 15 minutes of fame. Yeah.
for, let's say, for Paul's career or boxing career to be, valid, I would definitely like to see him, fight someone in his not. not his own publicity, not his own people, whatever. Just he goes in and he fights, and that's it. That's all he has a part of. He has nothing in, the money or
That'll
the
never
publicity, the
it'll
social
never
media.
happen.
I
Yeah.
know, but I
I
would
mean,
respect him more. I would
yeah,
respect him more as a fighter.
right. Well, and here's the thing, a lot of people were downing on the fact that that Tommy Fury wasn't a real boxer or whatever because of his record, the record of the guys that he's beat. But this is what they do in boxing. They slow roll the fuck out of you and they give you cans in the beginning until you get about 29 fights under your belt. And then they're like, "Oh, a step up in competition. Let's give you somebody who's like 21 and 20."
Yeah.
instead of 2 and 21. You know what I mean? That's what they do. That's how they slow roll
Right.
the fuck out of it. So if you talk about a true boxing career, like Jake Paul is fighting someone he should have been fighting at this time. So that's kind of, I mean, Tommy Fury only has like 8 fights. So it's not like he's some seasoned veteran boxer like his brother. So, it is what it
Right.
is. I mean,
And for most of his boxing fights, he's fighting ex UFC fighters and stuff.
as far
I
as
mean,
Jake Paul,
there's
yeah.
been yeah, and there's been as I mean, there's been a lot of controversy because they've been playing back fights, of people taking a hit or, falling down. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Just fight somebody that's legit.
Right. And well, so here's a little bit of what happened. We got Tommy Fury landing those punches. Jake Paul looking like he's getting rocked here, which Jake Paul never really looked rocked. He did get hit a bunch. He took a lot of hits, but he never got rocked and he never got knocked down. So, I mean, that's something to say considering how much he got hit. What it showed me is that he's got a chin and it's pretty decent. So, nobody like he didn't wobble. I think fucking Tyron Woodley wobbled him once and got him up against the ropes, but that's the extent of where it's gone with that. So, but here's an interesting one. So it looks like the CompuBox final stats, right? We got 49 out of 157 punches for a 31 percentage for Jake Paul on body. Total punches. Um, So, I mean, he had a better punching percentage than fucking Tommy Fury did, right? So 31% to 29, so that's kind of trippy. But I mean, Tommy landed a lot more punches, 88 to Jake Paul's 49. They break down the jabs, 33 or 38 or 33, I can't tell what that says. To 25. But still, look at the percentages, 25% to 32.
Right.
So, and then on the power punches was 49 to 24. So,
What
yeah,
and here's what I noticed too. Like, okay, Mayweather didn't take a lot of punches, but he had a lot of significant punches.
right,
Jake Paul is not Mayweather. He is
right.
not Mayweather. You're not that experienced. You don't have enough skin in the game to play like that. For Tommy Fury and his record, 302 punches thrown. That's how it should be.
Yeah,
You should be throwing that many punches, especially as a young fighter and less experience. Absolutely. You don't have enough technical skills to be saying, oh, okay, let me throw 50% of 150 punches. Yeah.
yeah,
Let me just throw a couple jabs. No, fuck that. Fucking hit him.
yeah.
He threw the
Well,
punches. He tried. And you know what? At least Tommy Fury, even though he didn't knock him out, he tried. He attempted, and it shows in its stats. Like, Jake Paul, you're nothing. You're nothing to the boxing community yet. Fuck off, bro.
a lot
Quit
of
trying to
people,
act like Mayweather.
a lot of people gave him props though. Deontay Wilder said that fucking ref was a lot had a lot to do with how that fight went down. He thinks that Jake Paul might have been able to gain some momentum if that ref didn't keep getting in the middle of shit. And the other thing, I don't know how much you watch, but the other thing is they both got points taken away. So, like Tommy Fury got a
No,
point
I
taken
didn't know
away
that.
for grabbing, like he kept grabbing fucking Jake Paul and the ref decided it was enough. So, oh wait. No, that was Jake. I don't know. One or the other. So one of them got a point taken for grabbing too much, the other for tying up too much and like grabbing a certain way, and the other one got a point taken away for punching in the back of the head. So, well, I don't remember exactly which one was which, but either way, they both got points taken away. So, you know, This is part of Jake Paul's problem here, though. Look at the way that punch. I mean, look at the way he threw that punch. Like,
Super extended, like
yeah,
throwing a haymaker.
overreaching and trying too hard. So he kept trying to do this step in like power jab, right? Or like a straight hand. I don't even know what it was. And he landed a few of them, and they were pretty. They were those were some of the good significant strikes, but it looked shitty. Like he didn't look like a good boxer. So
No.
that's part of the
Fight
problem.
Canelo. Fight Canelo. Canelo would destroy that game
Destroy.
any
Canelo would
fucking day
destroy
of the
both of
week.
them.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
I mean, this
god.
is this is a lot of the problem with Jake
Yeah.
Paul.
Lack of experience. You're not Mayweather. You're not an experienced boxer. Like you don't throw those punches. You don't overextend yourself. You stay in your zone.
Yep. And here's
Because
another example.
oh my gosh, the hooks, honestly, in boxing too, a right hook, a left hook, those can be the most damaging. I've seen some uppercuts that have been crazy, but I mean they're few and far between. The hooks are the ones that make the most damage, and if you extend yourself, you have no defense.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
What are
Now, I
you
mean,
doing?
he did land this one. I think this is the one that either led to the knockdown or was the punch that
Yeah.
dropped him. But you can still see, look at I mean, this is a perfect photo of how bad his technique was. I mean, he landed that punch, but look how wide his stance is. His back foot is like off half off the canvas. So like it's not even a
Yeah.
pivot. He's like fully off balance. And I'm no professional
No,
boxer,
this is
fighter, or
terrible.
anything like that, but, I've watched so many fights and seen so many breakdowns that I know that this is exactly the wrong thing to do.
And you're right, that back foot, like you have no protection over yourself. You can't defend, you cannot prepare for what's coming next. You're off balance, and then you're gonna take a couple punches regardless. You should take a couple punches. Any experienced boxer is gonna take control of that no matter what.
Yeah.
They're gonna see that shit and they're gonna be like, oh look, money.
And in a street fight, that's what you would see this stance completely
Yeah.
right before the fool falls forward on top of the guy that he just dropped because he's so off balance and trying to throw so hard. So
So fucking off balance.
yeah, I mean, but like I said, he did knock Tommy Fury down. Now, a bunch of fucking people are talking about how it was a slip. And I understand why people thought that it was a slip, right? Because his back foot did look like it slipped out from under him a little bit. But no matter what, Paul landed a good flush hard punch on that sequence and it was in forward momentum, had a little extra power behind it, and Tommy Fury caught it flush on the chin and dropped like straight up. So regardless, I think even if that foot didn't slip out like it did, he still would have been on the mat. Now, it didn't
But
fucking rock
we
him.
right, and we see this shit in UFC, right? They take a hit, they slip.
Yeah.
What do? They don't let it just they get right back up and like, oh shit, like they come back and they want to fight. They're like, oh shit, I got to get back into this.
Yeah, and I mean, in
Same thing.
boxing, you get that 8 count. So no matter
Yeah,
what,
exactly.
yeah, you get that 8 count. So no matter what, you're gonna take the time, right? Because you get a breather, you get to fucking like compose yourself. So everyone's gonna take it. I don't think Tommy Fury took that much time actually. But he
No,
did
I
come
think he
back.
actually took I think it was 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, he came back pretty quick and was like, "No, no, no, no," because he was trying to kind of make it seem as if it was a slip and not a knockdown. But I'm pretty sure they counted it as an official knockdown. So either way, here's the thing: you saw the stats of the punching percentages and all that, but the only knockdown that happened in the fight was Jake Paul knocking down Tommy Fury. So that is another it's another factor in why a split decision why it went to a split decision and why a lot of people think that Jake Paul kind of still took that fight. So, um here we go. We got a statement from Tommy Fury. He said, "Everybody thought I was running scared. Tonight I made my own legacy. I am Tommy Fury. I want to dedicate this fight to my daughter who he just had a fucking
Let's okay. You didn't make a legacy. You didn't make a legacy. You took a fight. You want to fight. If you want to dedicate to your daughter, that's great. That's perfect. Dedicate to your daughter. There's no legacy from beating Jake Paul. Hold on.
So I think what he means by this, and I'm not sticking up for him because I'm laughing because I think it's funny that you broke it down like that. But and he's fighting in his brother's shadow too. Even his dad overshadows him because his dad's a fucking big mouth. But he's fighting in his brother's shadow right now. So he's saying he's made his own legacy because of all the hype and all the media and everything else around this fight. I mean, it was a professional
You
fight.
beat a YouTuber.
I
You're the
know.
first one to beat a YouTuber.
I know. But the thing is they
Come
made
on,
a
man.
they made the diarrhea belt, okay? And I don't know how to really say it, but it legit looks like diarrhea. Not the
It's a
belt.
random
No, not that the
it's a
belt
random ass
looks.
belt though.
Yeah,
It is a
not
random ass belt.
not that the belt looks like diarrhea, but like the name of the belt is diarrhea, something like that. It's from the area that they're in. Whatever, they made their own belt for it, right? So
Yeah, and
anyway,
that's what pisses me off is like it's not an official title.
right?
It's not like okay, here you guys are gonna fight a real boxer versus a YouTuber. Let's make a belt. Who cares?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the Banff belt that they gave for UFC and
The BMF
Masvidal one.
belt, yeah.
Exactly. Oh yeah, let's
And
just
then
throw
he
a random belt in here.
and then he goes on to lose like 3 times in a row after that. That sucks. So
We don't talk about Masvidal losing like that. He'll come back in the restaurant and try to fuck us up.
that's true. That is true. But we're not all bitches like Colby Covington. Oh my god, he hit me in the head. My tooth broke. I have a TBI, traumatic brain injury. Fucking pussy ass motherfucker. Fuck you, Colby Covington, you bitch ass. For real, dude. I can't stand that motherfucker.
You're making me cry. Can you stop, please?
Oh shit.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
Colby Covington's one of those motherfuckers I will talk mad shit about. I don't care.
I
Fuck
know,
him.
I know, I know.
Him and Sean Strickland,
Ah.
they're like on the top of my shit list. I don't like either one of those motherfuckers. So anyway, something else
Holy
from
hell.
so Jake
I
Paul said
apologize.
no, it's me talking shit. So Jake Paul says, all respect to Tommy, he won, and don't judge me by my wins, judge me by my losses. I'll come back. I think we deserved that rematch. It was a great fight, a close fight. I don't know if I agree with the judges. I got a 10-8 round twice. So it is what it is. This is definitely a humbling experience. I'll take it on the chin, get back in the gym, and we can run it back. So let me explain this for a second to the best of my ability, right? He says I got a 10-8 round twice. Now the 10-9 round or the 10-9 must system in a boxing means the winner gets 10 points, the loser of the round gets 9 or less, right? So,
Right.
unless it's a tie, unless somebody gets a point taken. So he's saying he got a 10-8 round, which means he dominated a round twice. That's what he's saying. But the 10-8 round came in the 8th round, the last round where he knocked down Tommy Fury because there was no other knockdown and no other like Tommy Fury didn't go on some crazy flurry with like 25 significant punches on him. That's why he got the 10-8 round because there was nothing to combat that in the 5th round, right? He got the other 10-8 round because of the round that Tommy Fury got a point taken away, which was pretty much a bullshit point taken, right? But here's the
Right.
thing, Jake Paul, you dumbass, that you're not fucking thinking about. He got a 10-8 round too, you dumb motherfucker, because you got a point taken one round too. And then you got your ass beat for like the rest of the rounds. So unfortunately, that's why you lost. Okay. I'm sorry to tell you. Like,
And
what the
if you're
fuck?
gonna be a boxer, okay, look, we're spending a lot of time on this fight,
I
but
know.
you know what? Let's be real honest here. If you want to be a boxer and you want to make a name for yourself, Canelo himself did not go out right away in his starting career and just throw 150 punches in one fight. Not at all. He's throwing haymakers and fucking staying in the zone, punch, 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 punch the entire time.
Technical.
And
He's
he's
being
yeah,
technical.
exactly. Why can't you do that, Jake Paul? Why can't you?
He doesn't have that experience and he doesn't have that much
He's
time
a
on
bitch.
There you go, people. You heard it straight from Clark. Colby Covington's a bitch. I said it. Okay. And Clark just said Jake Paul's a bitch. All right. So there we go. We have our opinions. God damn it. Here, this will make it better for you. He said,
We're
I
just
was.
trying to have a good time here.
Jake Paul said, I was sick for 4 weeks of this 9-week camp, jet lagged for
Oh,
another week. What's pissing me off is that it had nothing to do with him. He wasn't that great at all. I think Anderson Silva was tougher than him. Legit point. I mean, maybe, but Anderson Silva is also an ex-MMA fighter, and he's been doing well in boxing, but he's still not the professional boxer that professional boxers are, right?
no, and let's talk about like he just broke his leg literally on someone and then came back trying to heal. He's old.
No, he's old. That's the
It-
biggest thing. Yeah. So, I mean, I
Fight
get what
your
he's
fucking age.
yeah, I get what he's saying here, but uh, no matter what, he says he's not trying to make excuses, but no matter what, everyone's gonna see it as excuses. So it is what it is. It's fucking over. Let's see what happens. I don't know if they're gonna do a rematch. I don't know if they're talking about Nate Diaz versus Jake Paul next. Logan Paul's out there saying, "Hey, if you don't get the rematch, let me handle this motherfucker." That's what he said. So Logan Paul wants to fight
Oh
Tommy
my
Fury
god.
now.
I would love to see Logan Paul get knocked the fuck out more than his brother. Fuck
Here's
Logan
the thing:
Paul.
Logan Paul
Ugh.
fought Mayweather and didn't look too bad, honestly. So who knows how he would look against Tommy Fury? Because
Fuck
Tommy
Logan Paul.
Fury.
Fuck Prime. I'll never drink that shit. You can suck my dick if you want to fucking bring that shit over.
Oh shit! Especially for how crazy people are going with it.
Yeah, like what the fuck? It tastes worse than body armor. And I think body armor tastes disgusting.
Hey, I like body armor, motherfucker. I've never had Prime though. I've been wanting to.
I'm just saying. I'm just
I
saying.
heard the energy drink Prime is good, but the hydration Prime is not great.
Oh,
But
I didn't even try the energy drink.
yeah,
No,
I don't
I didn't
know.
try that.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I've never been high on the Paul brothers since I heard of them from the get go. I was like, fuck these
Go
guys.
back to Disney.
Dude, that's the most used statement since this happened. Like, go back to Disney. I mean, I don't know though. I mean, but Jake Paul made a good video where he was like, he looks like he's crying in the car and shit, and then he turns around and smiles all big and goes, "I still made 30 million." And then he goes,
Yeah,
and
because you're supposed to give your purse up and you did it, bitch.
yeah, that was the thing. They made a bet saying if and I covered this. They made a bet saying that if Tommy Fury lost, he got no money. Jake Paul kept it all, and then if Fury won, then he got double the pay. So I'm just saying, Jake Paul could have still gotten paid, and Tommy Fury still could have gotten double the money. But I don't know. I don't know. Because the preliminary shit I've been seeing is that Tommy Fury got 7 mil for the fight and Jake Paul got 25. So I don't know. But the
Right,
numbers that
Jake Paul's bringing out like, oh, I made 30 mil. But
yeah,
even if you're bringing doubles into this, okay, if Jake Paul took 25 and plus another 25, that's 50
right.
plus the 14 that Tommy Fury took, like, bitch, pay up. For
You did
real,
make the
like,
bet. Here's
who
the thing
the
though.
fuck?
Here's the thing. This is what I see happening is that he's going to say, "Listen, my dad made the bet, not me. This is what Tommy Fury's going to or no, Jake Paul's going to say, "Your dad made the bet, not you." So I'm not sticking
Uh,
to it. But they did I mean,
bitch.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. I get it, man. I get it for sure. So,
Oh
fuck
my
it.
god.
Fuck it. That's it. It's over. Tommy Fury. Until next time. I mean, Jake Paul, until next time. I'll cover the next fight too because I cover combat sports. That's what it is. That's what I do. And
Yep.
it's a big one. And he
Yep.
keeps fighting ex MMA fighters. So I had to cover this one too because it is
The
boxing.
next time they go live, let's buy the fight. We'll split it. I guarantee you. Let's
Just
watch
talk
that shit
mad
live.
shit.
Exactly. The whole fucking time.
All
I'm
right.
fucking down.
I'm down too. Yeah, let's do it. Except we can only do it for the main event because the rest of the fights are
Right.
gonna suck ass. I'm not gonna sit through a bunch of
We
boxing
won't even be
matches.
live.
No. That's gonna be
We'd
like
be
a
drunk.
we'll do like an hour before their fight starts and we'll just bullshit the whole time and laugh and get drunk. That way we're super obnoxious when the fight happens.
I'm fucking down. I'm so down.
It's not a bad
Oh
idea.
my
I'd be
gosh.
down to, hey, we get the
It'd
guys from
be
the
a lot of
Rumble
fun.
involved, dude. We'll have a
Oh
fucking
shit. Yep.
yeah.
That'd be a
It'll
good
be
time.
insane.
That'd be a
All
good time.
right, let's move on to the real shit, though. Let's move on to the real shit.
Let's go
UFC,
back to real fighting. Let's
yeah.
go.
UFC 285, motherfuckers. It's about to
Oh,
go down. I'm so happy that this card is here. Jon Jones versus Cyril Gahn for the uh vacant heavyweight title. Jon Jones in his debut fight at heavyweight. We've been waiting on this shit for fucking God knows how long. He's been out for 3 years, but he's been talking about going to heavyweight for way longer than that.
and
And
he's clean. He's clean.
ah,
Drug free.
hey, motherfucker. I wouldn't say that just yet.
He hasn't been drug tested. Okay, hold on. Let me
Yeah.
rephrase that. He
Yeah,
has
yeah,
not been
yeah.
drug tested yet.
He's claiming those picograms are legal now, so I don't know. But he's fighting Cyril
Oh,
Gahn, who I mean, okay. So I was super excited for this, thinking, okay, Cyril Gahn, fuck yeah, this is dope. You know, Cyril Gahn's a badass fighter. But when you sit back and you think about and remember what happened in Cyril Gahn's fight against Francis Ngannou is what makes me like a little weary about how good of a fight this is going to be. Because Cyril Gahn did not do great against Francis Ngannou, which was for the title itself as well. You know, everyone thought, hey, we got a younger guy, or I think he's younger than Francis, but we got a really, really athletic guy, well-rounded, and you know, he's shown to be super dominant in all of his other fights. And he kind of shit the bed when it came to fighting Ngannou. Ngannou decided he was going to learn how to fucking wrestle and grapple, and he pretty much took his ass down and held him down, which was not what anybody expected from Francis Ngannou, especially in this fight. So I'm a little worried about that aspect of this because if fucking Ngannou can take him down and hold him down, Jon Jones can definitely do that shit too. And on the flip side, he'll also punish the shit out of him while he's on the ground or submit him.
Jon Jones has a lot of experience going into this fight. So honestly, regardless of whatever controversy you think that Jon Jones has been in, you cannot neglect this boy's talent. He has pure talent for the game. So I'm definitely excited for it. Oh my god.
Yeah. And
It's amazing.
I'm not the biggest Jon Jones fan whatsoever. I've talked mad shit about Jon Jones too, especially with all the controversy around him. Anywhere from crashing a car with hookers in it to doing fucking coke all the time to getting popped for steroids to completely the biggest fucking reason why I hate Jon Jones. Fuck you for this, Jon Jones, you motherfucker. Okay? I've said this before. My honeymoon, my wife is a badass. She's such a badass. She took me, and she was going to take me to a UFC fight, my first one ever, a pay-per-view fight in Vegas on our honeymoon. And it's becomes the first ever fucking canceled pay-per-view card because of Jon Jones being a fucking bitch. Because Dan
Oh,
Henderson got hurt, and Chael Sonnen was going to step in, and Jon Jones said, "No, I'm not fighting Chael." So they canceled the whole event. Like, oh, that's why I have bad feelings towards Jon Jones. Everything I can admit, I respect him for his talent. I respect him for what he's done in the game, but fuck him.
no,
That's
and I agree with you, especially it's something so big. Like I let's be honest, your wife knows how much you love UFC in general, and she tries to stay up with you as much as she can. I know sometimes she gets lost. She's like, yeah, I like, oh yeah, UFC. But as far as like that, like when you're going out of your way to buy a fight, I could totally understand why you're frustrated. And they're
yeah,
like, fuck, like I just wanted to see you fight, and who cares who you fought? I don't give a fuck. Like, just go fuck them up.
yeah.
It's my fucking
Eh,
honeymoon, bitch.
exactly. And you know, if he's that if he's that confident he's gonna win all the time, then just fight him. You know what I mean?
Right,
But
right. No, I agree.
yeah.
I agree.
So yeah, that's why I'm salty towards Jon Jones. Fucking sucks. Anyway, I like I said, I respect him for for his record. I respect him for what he's done in the fight game. and his talent as a fighter. And I'm excited to see what he's going to do in the heavyweight division, because he has been talking for so long about how he's, going to move up to the heavyweight division and become a double champ, and, hold belts in both divisions and all that other shit. So,
Well, and you know what? This card has been so controversial too. But didn't that kid that literally he was like 18 or 19 some years old? He was on the main card and then he got kicked off. Do you know what happened with that?
uh
Rodriguez or whatever his name is, the young kid, the 18-year-old.
oh, Raul Rosas Jr.
Yeah, there you go.
Um, I don't know what happened with that. Was
Because
that? I
that was
don't.
supposed to be that was supposed to be on this card. He was on the main card, and there was a big. I forgot who said something about it, but
No,
they made it
Chad
such
Curtis.
a big.
Chad Curtis said something
There
about
you
it,
go.
but I don't think that's his card. That's not this card. I
It
think.
was his card. No, it was his
Are you
card.
sure? Because
Yeah, it was his card.
because Curtis is on the card, and he got bumped down to the early prelims. No, he got bumped down to the prelims. Because Raul Rosas Jr. was up in the main card, and neither one of them are on this card. So I don't think that was this card. I'll have to look it
Oh,
up.
maybe it isn't a card.
Hold on. I
Okay,
want to look that up because
maybe I got mixed up.
no, but
My bad. My bad.
I no no no. I do remember that though, and you had me wondering for a second there if I was wrong. Let me look at the
Yeah,
next card.
there was a big controversy. I know there was a big controversy.
Maybe it was this
So
card, and maybe they both got scrapped because
yeah, that's what
uh
I'm like. Because I'm looking at the fights and I'm looking at the fighters and I'm like, I read this shit because I knew. Okay,
no
I
no
knew
no.
I was going to
Okay,
be on the
here we
podcast with
go.
you.
Yeah, so it's for 287, which is April 8th. Raul
Oh, okay,
Rosas
okay, okay.
Jr. is the first fight on the main card, and then Chad Curtis is on the prelim. Oh, Chris Curtis. I keep saying Chad. It's Chris Curtis. He's the main
Okay.
of he's the last fight on the prelim card. So basically he got bumped off the main card. Yeah, yeah. So like I was surprised that I didn't see it in here. I'm looking at the whole card right now. I'm like, wait a minute, neither one of them are on here. So no, but you were on track for sure. Like I know what you were saying because I remembered that, but I was like, why didn't I cover that? You got me freaked out for a minute. But no,
I just know there was a lot of controversy and these
there
guys were
was.
blowing up on Twitter and
Yeah,
fucking
Chris
Facebook. They're
Curtis was
like,
talking mad shit. He was like, "Who is this little fucking brat thinking he can take a spot of a veteran fighter being on the main card and shit?" Yeah, he was mad.
right. This is going to
So,
be a great card, and that's going to be a great card as well. Now
oh
that we
yeah,
got it straightened it
oh
out.
yeah, definitely. Um, so anyway, this is a two title fight card. Valentina Shevchenko versus Alexa Grasso is the other fight on this card. That's for the 125-pound championship, which is the flyweight division for the women. And Valentina Shevchenko is a dominant champion. She has pretty much looked flawless until her last fight against Talia Santos, who gave her a pretty decent fight. Shevchenko looked a bit off her game. Talia Santos was kind of working her for a minute. She got a lot of good shots in. She got a lot of grappling in. It just kind of made Valentina look a little bit human, when she most of the time looks like a goddamn robot, just like I am here to destroy. So that's
I
pretty
will
much,
break you.
yeah, exactly. No, for real, that's how she is. So with that being said, she's fighting Alexa Grasso, and Alexa Grasso is good on the ground and has good boxing, but I don't think that she has what it takes to beat Valentina Shevchenko, unfortunately.
I think Grosso's gonna try and expect like a ground game from Vichenko, and I don't
Shevchenko.
think it's gonna happen. Shevchenko.
You
Sorry,
dyslexic fuck.
I'm a little drunk. I'm a little
You're
drunk.
drunk
Hey,
already?
look, I'm drunk and hey, I'm drinking proper 12, so
Hey, have you tried the
it's a
proper
little
12
strong right
apple
now.
yet? The apple
No, I
prop
have not.
no? So Dylan
No,
tried it.
if it's good,
Dylan tried it. He said it was pretty good, but I don't know. I don't
Hmm,
know. He said it's pretty
I'm
appley.
down to try it.
Yeah. I know. I don't like it when the apple's too strong. Like Crown Apple is about the furthest I'll go, and sometimes that gets overwhelming. So,
Yeah, exactly. I like our friend Josh likes to mix it up because he's a fag. He puts a little
hey,
cranberry juice in it.
Jesus Christ.
I
Good
love you,
God.
Josh. I love you, but you like a lot of sissy drinks.
Oh shit. Moving on. Fucking A.
This is gonna be a good fight. Honestly, this is gonna be a great fight. I'm really excited. I really feel bad for Cody on this fight. He's being, the head of the prelims. It
Here's the
sucks,
thing, but
but
Cody
he's went one
Cody
and five. He went 1-5.
yeah, exactly. Exactly my point. He's 1 in 5 in his last few fight. Oh god. It's a lot, man. Like that's a very bad record. And so I heard
My
a
God,
in the media day for them, he was talking about how his last fight, they were asking him what happened or what he thought went wrong with the last fight, and pretty much he was just saying that, he went through, nobody really knew, but he was going through a divorce with his baby mama, and he had a bunch of shit that was going on in his life outside of fighting, and he just couldn't get his shit together. But I'm like, what happened the other fucking 5 fights? So, you know what I mean?
well,
Like,
four. I mean, four. He lost
yeah,
four.
yeah, true. So,
I
yeah,
mean,
so they're kinda giving him a gimme fight here. I mean, like, not really, but kinda. I mean, I don't wanna say okay,
they're throwing him a bone. I think Dana White's throwing him a bone.
a
He
little
goes, you
bit.
know what?
Because
Prove
here's the
me
thing.
wrong. Prove me
Yeah,
wrong.
here's the thing, it's kinda do or die, right? So,
Yeah.
if he wins this, it's because he should win this, and then it can maybe spark a good trend of winning for him, right? But if he loses this, he shouldn't lose this. So that's gonna give Dana White all of the leverage to be like, "You're done, bro. Like we can't have you here no more. You're not a winning fighter. Your days of winning are over,
You're not
and you're
bringing
out."
you're not bringing in people. You're
Yeah.
not bringing in people.
Yeah. So we jumped ahead a little bit. So that's the main fight on the prelims. But down below in the early prelims, the notable fights here, I'm gonna say, are Jessica Penne versus Tabitha Ricci. So that's a pretty good fight. Because Jessica Penne is well known. She's a vet. She's been around for a long time, but she's 40 years old. Number one. Number two,
And
she's got
Ricci's up and coming. Ricci
yeah,
is
yeah,
up and
Ricci's
coming.
a lot younger. She's her nickname's Baby Shark. It's hilarious. But anyway, she's got really good grappling and wrestling. So, I'm not seeing anywhere where Jessica Penny is going to win this fight. She's a little bit at that point where I don't know that she's going to be able to be a contender for a long time. Or ever again, I should say, because she's up there in age for a fighter. 40 is pretty old for a fighter. For women, it's not that bad, but still the younger fighters are gonna come in there and do work. So
Well, last five fights, Penne is 3-2, or actually 2-3, I should say.
I was gonna say
She's won,
2 and 3.
yeah, 2-3, and so then you have Ricci on the other hand, who's 4-1.
Yeah,
It's a good prelim fight. That's actually a pretty money fight. I think Ricci will have some little bit of advantage here, especially in age. She's a lot younger, a little bit more springy. I'm excited for that fight. That's a free fight too. Like you're giving us good free fights. I'll take
definitely.
it.
And
I'll fucking take it.
that's why I like this card. That's why I love these cards that are fucking stacked because from the early prelims to the regular prelims, you're gonna all those fights are free on ESPN Plus. Just go there and watch them. Sometimes they're on
Yep.
other channels, but either which way, you can go there and watch that shit for free, and they're damn good fights. So
Hmm.
Tabitha Ricci's coming off of 2 wins. Last win being off of Poliana Viana, which is a good fight for her, a good win. Um, so yeah, I don't know that I see any way for Jessica Penne to win this fight. She's coming off a loss to Emily Ducote, but before that, she had 2 wins, one against Karolina Kovacevic, which she's fought for the title a couple times, but doesn't seem to ever be able to put it together. Lupi Godinez is also another pretty decent fighter, but that Jessica Penne got a win off of. But still, before that, she had 3 losses. It's like win, loss, 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 win, 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 loss, 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 loss. So it's like this trend,
Right.
right? She can never put it all together to get up to the top.
And
And
based on the stats too, if it goes to unanimous decision based on record, Ricci's winning.
yeah, Yeah,
If
and I
anytime it goes to unanimous decision, Penne is not favored at all
right.
when it comes to it.
Right. So then we got uh Leo Martinez versus Cameron Simon. I keep hearing good things about Simon. I don't know much about both these guys. They're just younger fighters. But here's the thing: Simon is 7-0 in MMA. I'm gonna have something else coming up about all the undefeated fighters here in just a minute. But yeah, it's looking like that's gonna be the fighter to look at. Leo Mana Martinez. I don't know a whole lot about him, so it is what it is, right? Ian,
I know Martinez likes a lot of ground game. He is a
yeah,
ground game fighter, so
okay.
should be
So
interesting.
then we got Ian Gary versus Keenan Song. Ian Gary is one of those guys that you hear his name all over the place. People are high on him right now. He's also married into, it says Machado Gary because he married into the famous Machado family, which they're pretty big. It's kind of like um, the Gracie family. The Machados are like the second runner up to the Gracie family. So anyway, he's 10-0 in MMA altogether. And he's got 1, 2, 3 UFC fights, and he's 3-0 in the UFC right now. Uh
He's got a pattern too. It's either KO or unanimous decision.
yep. Yep. So there's something to look at if you're looking to bet, because you could probably bet on him and do a prop bet to make that those odds a little better.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, his opponent's Song is coming off a loss to Max Griffin, but Max Griffin is no joke, so that's not too bad. Couple wins before that. Either way, I'm looking at Ian Gary here, probably coming out with that win for sure. So
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
moving on to the prelims, we got Julian Marquez versus Marc Andre Baralt. So Julian Marquez, I'm laughing because this fool a while back calls out for Miley, like asked Miley Cyrus to be his Valentine. I don't know why. He just did. And she actually responded to him on Twitter and said, "Hey, because he's got like a hairy ass chest, right? So she's like, hey, shave in MC on your chest and I'll be your Valentine." And the motherfucker turned it down. He said no. He said, "No, I'm not gonna do that." Like a dumbass. Like, can you believe you actually get the person you're calling out to respond to you, and then you say no?
The worst thing is you shave an MC on your chest and then she says no. Okay, the next day you shave it off.
Right. Like, who cares? It's easy. It's not like she asked you to tattoo MC on your chest.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Uh.
So he dropped the ball on that one. He's a dumbass. Anyway, 9-3
Oh
coming off a
man.
loss, but he's beaten people like Sam Alvey and Maki Patolo. So, I mean, he's one of those guys that's back and forth. Oh, shit. I totally screwed up my phone here. Anyway,
They both are 3-2 as well. So I mean, it should be interesting. They both actually, and this is kind of interesting about them. I like it. Their last two losses are a KO and a submission. It's a
yeah,
good 50. It's a good 50-50 shot.
right. So if one or the other gets the upper hand on a good
Right.
punch or a submission,
Yeah, it could go anyway.
yeah. Then we got Araujo versus Amanda Hebos. So Vivian Araujo is she's a pretty heavy hitter. Amanda Hebos, I'll tell you, Amanda Hebos, another OnlyFans person. Um
I knew. I knew it. I knew you knew.
Araujo, though, her last loss was to Alexa Grasso, who's fighting Valentina for the belt right now. So it's not like her last loss was to some fucking loser. She actually lost to a good contender. Um, she beat Andrea Lee, which is a good win. And then she's got, I mean, she's her. It's like loss, win, loss, win, win, loss. So she's another one of those mixed up a lot.
The one thing I don't like about this fight is that Ariano has gone all her fights in the last five fights have been unanimous decision.
You're gonna see
That's
that a
not good.
lot with the women, unfortunately.
Ugh,
Yeah, I
I don't
know.
like it.
I know. And then Amanda Hebos is coming. Son of a bitch.
You motherfucker.
Only problem is, I still don't see it. What the fuck's happening? Oh, there it is. Fucking A. I hate it when shit goes wrong. God damn it. But we're back. Fuck.
We're
Now
back.
now I have work to do because now I have to clip together all the fucking audio and all the video. Son of a bitch.
You're
That's all
still
right.
not on YouTube on my side. I'm trying to
I
pull
got
it up.
I got it back up.
Oh,
It's
did
up
you?
on
Okay.
mine. Yeah, so we're good. Son of a bitch. I apologize, everybody. We're in the middle of the good shit, and then it goes out on me. I don't know what happened. I mean, that's what happens with fucking technology. I'm a little pissed off. Whatever. Let's finish fucking getting to this though. Because if we don't finish, then it's all for nothing. Oh shit. And of course, right
There it
away,
is.
look, right away, fucking shit goes wrong.
Ah.
I know. There. Okay. Here we go.
We're
This is what
back.
I wanted to get to. Okay. These are all
We're
the
not professionals. Hold
no.
on. Just so everyone-
No, it just sucks though, because then any views that we got on that video, they're gonna have to go to the other video. It fucking sucks. Ah, whatever. It
I
is what
hear
it
you.
is. But
We're
anyway,
back. Who cares?
yeah, it's time to take a drink. So these are all the undefeated fighters on the card. It's kind of crazy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It says Jon Jones is 26-1, but that's because of some bullshit, stupid rule that they decided to call the fight because he did some 12-6 elbow on Matt Hamill. And yeah, they called it a no contest or they actually called it a loss, but it wasn't a loss. So he's basically undefeated. Everybody says so. So it is what it is. These are all the undefeated fighters. I'm fucking mad right now. God damn it. Anyway, we're gonna finish the show. We're gonna finish the show. I'm gonna put it all. I'm gonna have to edit it and put it together. So whatever. Let's keep going though. So let's see what's going on here. Here's the main card. You got Bo Nickel versus Jamie Pickett. Bo Nickel is one of those guys that is from the Contender Series. He was a star in the Contender Series, really. He fought twice. Pretty dominant both times. He's a really, really highly decorated wrestler. National champ multiple times, I believe. And yeah, just a highly touted
I
fighter.
think it was back to. I think it was back to back.
Yeah. So, like I said, he's one of the undefeated fighters in fighting right now. I'm trying to get this to come back up. Hopefully nothing else crashes. Fucking pain in the ass, man.
Let me knock right now.
Yeah, no shit. So, yeah, so he's 3-0 right now fighting against Jamie Pickett. Jamie Pickett has good striking, but I don't know if he can hang with the wrestling and grappling of Bo Nickel. So,
And Bo Nickel has his last 5 fights, 3 submissions, 2 KOs. I'm kind of excited about that one. I mean,
definitely.
last UFC 284, we saw some big knockouts, some big submissions. Let's take it in. Let's keep it going. 2023. Who fucking cares? Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, and Jamie Pickett, I like I said, I don't know that he's I mean, he's a good fighter. I just don't know if he can hang with Bo Nickel. Especially with all the cloud around him right now. And oh Jesus Christ.
You saw the standoffs. How did the standoffs go between them two?
There was nothing big on the face-offs at all, really.
No.
Nobody really had. I mean, Jon Jones just had the guy push the belt away because he's holding it in between them. He just had him push it back, and he stepped a little closer to Cyril Gahn. So that was really it. No fireworks. Anything that'll happen will probably happen in during the weigh-ins with those face-offs. The day before, so tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see.
I'm gonna
We'll
go
see how
nickel
that
on that
goes.
one. Yeah, nickel on
Yeah,
that one.
you got a preferred way that he's gonna win? Do you think going
If I,
straight up
I'm gonna
decision?
straight up definitely a win. No, it's not gonna go to decision. I really don't think this will go to decision. I think it's gonna be a submission or knockout. My choice.
Okay, so since you're undecided, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what I think, and I think Bo Nickel's gonna win by submission for sure. I don't think he's gonna stand and bang with Jamie Pickett because Jamie Pickett has good striking. I think he's gonna take advantage right away and take him down, get into that dominant position and get the submission. So that's my prediction. Bo Nickel by submission. I don't know what round. I would say first. That's what he's saying as well. First round submission, but or he's saying first round finish. He's saying it's not going to get out of the first round. We'll see what happens. Moving on to Mateusz Gamrot versus Jalen Turner. So I don't know about this fight, man. Jalen Turner's on a 5-fight win streak, and he's won all those fights by finish. So that's pretty fucking impressive. But Gamrot is one of those guys that everyone is talking about right now. Is just a beast. But his last win, he lost his last fight.
Unanimous decision. Fuck the refs. I don't care. Fuck the refs. He's Gamera is 21-2 with one no contest. And you have Turner as 19-7. Let's I'm going for Gamera. Let's be honest. I'm really going for Gamera on this one. I think he has a better fight history. I think he has a better fucking corner. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
That one that is a toss up, but honestly, I'm gonna go for Cameron on that one.
and he was on a 4-fight win streak before his last fight that he lost to Beneil Dariush, who is a contender right now. So,
Yeah, and
um,
let's be honest, the judges lately haven't been shit. So we really say that, you know?
yeah. Yeah, but Jalen Turner, man, you can't. I mean, it's hard to deny that 5-fight win streak, all by finishes, submission, TKO, submission, submission, TKO. So, yeah,
It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. I think honestly, if Jalen Turner comes out strong, it could be a lot of trouble for Gamrot. But honestly, I think Gamrot has a lot of experience in his corner. We'll see.
and who? What do you think? Gamrot by what?
I think I'm going Gamrot by. I don't think it's gonna go decision honestly on this one. I think it's gonna go to KO. To be honest, I think this one is gonna be an actual KO fight.
KO for Gamrot, huh?
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna go with the record, which is 5-0 in his last 5 fights, and I'm gonna call. I'm gonna go. Oops, I'm sorry, not him. I'm gonna go submission Jalen Turner because he's had more
you
submission. What's that?
what we're gonna do is I honestly we're gonna record uh our faces when this shit goes down because I guarantee you this is gonna be a great short for TikTok because we're going at it. This is what we're saying right now, but I mean it could go either way. To be honest with you, I think we need to record.
Yeah. All right, I got you. Okay, so Jalen Turner by submission for me. Mateus Gamrot for you by KO. Correct.
KO.
All
Yep.
right. Next fight, Jeff Neal versus Shavkat Rachmanov. So Jeff Neal is saying he's going to spoil everybody's parlay because he says that he knows everybody has Rachmanov in a parlay, and he said he's spoiling everybody's parlay. So he's on a 2-fight win streak, one by KO, one by split decision. Before that, he lost two. And then before that, he was on quite the winning streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-fight win streak before his 2 losses and then 2 wins in a row. So, Jeff Neal.
This guy is coming off of a TKO, 3 submissions, and a KO. You're gonna tell me you're gonna spoil my fucking parlay because of that shit?
Rachmanov is
Get the fuck out of here.
one of those undefeated fighters, 16-0 in MMA. He is 1, 2, 3, 4-0 in the UFC. So, his last win being against Neil Magny, so that's a pretty impressive fucking win. Uh, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. I think honestly, it speaks for itself. I'm going for the undefeated record.
Yeah. Rachmanov by what?
Yeah. I think he's gonna fuck this dude up. Honestly, I'm going for submission. I would love to see a
Submission?
submission.
All right.
Yeah, I would
So
love to see it.
we're gonna agree on that one, and we're gonna both go submission. Shavkat Rachmanov against Jeff Neal. You got a round or no?
No, not in this one. I don't have a round, but I think it just automatically is just gonna be a submission. Honestly, if you're talking shit about me and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna mess up everyone parlay," that gives you a little fuel to the fire, throwing some extra coals in there. Absolutely. Fucking submit this bitch and make.
Yeah. All right. I hear you on that one, and I'm with you. So, all right, moving on. Uh, co-main event for a title flyweight championship bout: Valentina Shevchenko versus Alexa Grasso. Um, yeah, we went over this a little bit earlier. Shevchenko is, pretty dominant all around, except her last fight. A lot of people questioned whether or not she actually won. Alexa Grasso is a good boxer, has good grappling. So, yeah, I'm a little torn on this one. Not really. I think Shevchenko's gonna win.
Yeah, I think Shevchenko's gonna win. Honestly,
Whoa, Alexa, shut up. Hey, Alexa, stop.
bitch is trying to get on our podcast.
You know why? Because of Grasso's first name. That's why. That's what I get for having that
Honestly,
in this fucking room. Anyway,
I think honestly Shevchenko's gonna win this fight. No doubt. No doubt. If it goes to the ground, I might be a little bit kind of way back and forth. But Shevchenko's been an experienced fighter. She knows what she's doing. She has a great camp. No doubt.
so
This is nothing.
she's 9. She's got a 9-fight win streak right now, Shevchenko, as opposed to Grasso, who's got a 4-fight win streak. Um, she has beaten people like Vivian Araujo, who we talked about earlier, Joanne Wood, Macy Barber. Her last loss was to Carla Esparza, who is a champ right now. Um, so yeah, I mean, and a lot of her fights go to decision. So, but I don't think she can hang with Shevchenko enough to let it go all the way. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna go with Shevchenko by KO or TKO. I'm gonna say third
I
round.
agree. I agree. I agree. I think it's going to be a little bit sooner. Honestly, I think it'll be the second round.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think it'll make it third round.
All right. I'm going third. You're going second. Well, oh shit. Here we go. Messing up again. You can't see it, but I definitely pushed something I shouldn't have. So let me fix that real quick. Wait, maybe I didn't. What the fuck happened?
Get your shit
Dude.
together.
Yeah, I know. It's because everything went to shit. Anyway, like I said, Alexa Grasso has good submissions. Um, this is her submitting. Who is that? Forgot. God damn it. I had all this together earlier. Either which way, she's got the submissions and she's got really good boxing as she pieces up this chick right here. Um,
Shevchenko doesn't go to the ground as much. Even when she does go to the ground, she's really dominant. Honestly,
yeah,
you got to be 100% on your game for this one.
she's usually got those strikes in right away. She's too fast and too powerful for most of the girls in this division. So I'm not so sure that she's gonna take it to sub, but if she can, look at the submissions that she does get. She gets it in there deep and she's fucking dominant when it comes to those submissions. That's a
She's
nasty
gonna be
armbar.
doing that. Yeah, she's gonna be doing that Russian dance.
Yep. I tell
Let's
you,
make it
she's like a
happen.
fucking Terminator. Here. I mean, this is one of the nastiest KOs in women's MMA all around. That fucking head kick lays out. I forgot her fucking name already. I can't think anymore. I'm so thrown off by the fact that all this went to shit. Pisses me off. God damn it, Jessica I. That's who that is. Anyway, with this kind of striking, this is what Shevchenko does. So I'm going, like I said, I'm going KO TKO in the third round. I think it'll make it that far just because they're gonna fill each other out in the first. In the second, Shevchenko will start getting a little groove on. Alexa's gonna try to come back and maybe try some takedowns or try to get in tight with the boxing. And then in the third round, Shevchenko will put it away.
The thing I like about Shevchenko is her camp has been fucking consistent. It doesn't matter about who she's fighting, where she's fighting. They have been consistent on her as far as being dominant, putting the pressure on her in her camps. If they have to put a little more on her to get her head in the right position, absolutely, they're all about it. So, and she loves the training. I can't see that honestly. Up and coming, this is going to be one champ that's going to be really hard to beat for sure.
Yeah, and, it's just a matter of time when she decides to go up in weight or, move on somehow because it's gonna get boring for her with so many wins, but a
Yeah, for
dominant
sure.
champ is a dominant champ, right? Moving on
Yeah,
to the main event.
absolutely. Let's go,
Fuck.
cocaine.
Jon Jones versus Cyril Gahn. Will Jon Jones pop for anything after this fight's over? I don't know. He claims to
Zero
be
Gun, I like him, man. I like Zero Gun, but man, he came out a fighter and he's had a couple flip flops, but the champ is back. Let's be
yeah.
honest.
I think there's way too much hype around Jon Jones. I think he's way too, focused, and it seems like he's putting everything into it right now. So I don't see, this is a toss up for me though. I don't see Cyril Gahn getting the win, but I also don't know that he's gonna just fold um to Jon Jones. I think he's gonna give him a decent fight, but I don't know that there's any way for him to win this fight.
Here's what I think too is like John Jones has come off of a suspension for it's been 2 years.
Well, he
He's
wasn't
coming.
suspended this last time. This last time he's just been out. Um, I think he got
Okay.
suspended initially for a little bit or something like that. I don't know why, but he's been gone for 3 years either way. And they said that in the past year he's been wanting to fight, but nobody's just taken the fight. So
I thought it was a 2 year suspension, but anyways, regardless of the fact that he comes off of a bad rep, he really wants to earn his title back. He was a undefeated champion. I think honestly, this could be his comeback and making the game UFC. Let's make it happen. Fuck all the shit when they're talking about like the money and everything like that. John Jones, regardless of his fight, whoever he's fighting, he's put a lot into his fights, regardless of drugs and all the other bullshit.
hmm,
But let's make it happen. That's what I think.
I mean,
I think he's
he
ready.
he's considered the GOAT for a reason, and there's not much you can say or deny about his talent and the way that he fights and how much of like how much of a history he has with the way that he's beaten people. Couple of he's saying that his last fights in light heavyweight were kind of boring for him, and that's why he was just kind of barely eking out a win. But he says he's got a fire under his ass now, trying for this heavyweight championship. So we'll see if he has what it takes. What do you
I think
think?
he's here to make a statement. I'm going knockout. He's here to make a statement.
Knockout?
He's yeah. I think he's gonna take this guy for a run for his money, and he's gonna show him that you have no comparison to my talent. That's what I think is gonna happen.
All right. Well, I am gonna kind of. I'm gonna go with a late submission by Jon Jones.
Oh, that would be intense. That
I'm
would
gonna go
honestly,
like,
that's an intense decision. That's
yeah.
really intense that you're going to go for a submission on John
Well,
Jones.
because Cyril Gahn, he showed that he doesn't have a lot of good grappling and wrestling. If you're letting Francis Ngannou out grapple and out wrestle you, then I think you're not gonna be able to stand up to Jon Jones in that portion of the fight. And I think when it comes down to it, Jon Jones is good. It's gonna be a pretty even fight until you get to the later rounds. You hit that fourth round, fifth round. I don't think Cyril Gahn's gonna be able to hang. And Jones will either drop him and jump on him and get a submission, or he's just gonna grapple him to the ground, get in a dominant position, and slap something in.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, you know what John Jones fights too? He loves to say, "Okay, this guy has a great ground game. Let's test his ground game."
Yeah,
He likes to test it out.
right.
So it absolutely could go either way for sure.
And I mean, Cyril Gahn's got some crazy kicks. He likes to do that little stabbing kick to the gut. Um, and he's just got quick, fast, hard kicks. But he also has that KO power, where he could drop you. And this is what against Tai Tuivasa, unfortunately, because
Yeah,
I
but
like
he
Tai.
drinks beer. He drinks beer out of a boot. So it's
That's true. But in this fight, I mean, Tai dropped Cyril Gahn in this fight too, but he wasn't able to capitalize, and Cyril Gahn came back and TKO'd him. So But if John comes out looking like the John of old, he's got those elbows. He likes to use his elbows a lot. I mean, this is old school against Rashad Evans, but it's one of the you know great ways of showing some of his dynamic striking.
And let me be honest, I was a huge Rashad Evans fan. Rashad Evans was a great fighter. Honestly, he was very dominant on the feet, but this shows you everything right here. Jon Jones is just a wizard when it comes to fighting. He is. He's like, oh yeah, let me throw a jab up. Here's my elbow.
Yep.
How you doing?
And
He's a
then
wizard. He's a total wizard.
you got these submissions as well. So he puts out Machida cold, standing guillotine, out cold, drop like a rag doll, done. So he could do it all, And then we've
Yeah.
seen what else with his grappling. He took down Daniel Cormier, one of the most decorated wrestlers in light heavyweight and heavyweight history, and he's like one of the only guys to ever take him down.
And they squashed that. They are like totally squashed,
Yeah,
regardless of the beef they had. Um,
for sure.
and I've rewatched their videos against each other talking shit, and
You
it
still there,
was it
pussy?
was it was fucking glorious. I mean, honestly, it was awesome. But
Yeah, the one I saw
Jon
earlier.
Jones
Jon
is a
Jones is
beast.
he fucking Cormier's like, I wish I could go next door. I wish they would let me next door so I just go over there and slap the shit out of you. And John goes, I wish you would. I wish you would come over here. I'd absolutely murder you. And he goes, really, John? You think I would just let you kill me? You think I would just let you kill me, John? He's all, doesn't matter. I would do it. Shit's hilarious.
Those motherfuckers. For
So
them to go back and forth and to just squash it, that's great. I mean, honestly, it talks about their integrity as they both love the sport. You can't judge it. But Jon Jones loves the sport. Daniel Cormier loves the sport. They're all about it. I'm glad they squashed it. But you know what? Jon Jones, let's make it happen. Undefeated. I think he's gonna go a 5-0 win streak, to be honest with you.
yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
I would even go extensive and say Jon Jones could be Adesanya.
Well, now they're way far apart because Adesanya is fighting in middleweight, which is 185, and he went up to
Right.
205 and lost against Blachowicz. So and now Jon
Yeah.
Jones is up at heavyweight. Adesanya is way too light in the ass for fucking heavyweight, so that's not happening. But I mean, it would still be a great fight if they met at like 205. That'd be dope. But I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Their combative skills. Honestly, the way that he fought and he took out Silva Adesanya, I would love to see him fight Jones. Just
Yeah,
just even if it wasn't for a title or nothing, it was just shits and giggles just to see them two fight at their healthiest weight. Well, fucking, it would be dope. It
it
would
would
be
be
dope for all UFC history.
for sure. Well, anyway, that's about it. That I don't have nothing else. I'm fucking mad that I don't know what happened either. Um I don't know. I couldn't tell you what happened, but hopefully everyone came back and watched
Technology.
the second part. I'm going to try to see if I can stitch this all together and make it work so that it's at least one full video, but either way, I definitely have to stitch stuff together to make it go out on the audio portion so it's all one thing. Whatever.
We'll make it
Thanks for
happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for joining in, guys. Thanks again, Clark, for hanging out and breaking everything down. We had a
No,
good time.
absolutely. I love it, bro. Honestly, we're gonna go live on Saturday. We're gonna make these fucking vids upcoming. We're gonna do shorts for every video. Fucking let's make it happen.
Jesus
I don't
Christ, you trying to
fucking
make me
care.
work? What's wrong with you?
Listen here.
Hey,
Honestly, we're this is a big ass fight. We're gonna be in the same room together. We should record our reactions because honestly, if you win or if I win, that's pretty dope. Honestly, we give each other shit no matter what, wherever room we're in. We give each other shit regardless.
definitely. All right, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not promising shit because I'll be drinking and trying to have a good time. So I don't
We'll
know.
be fucked up.
We'll see
I
what
will take
happens.
the beer pong belt. I will. I'll guarantee
Whatever.
that.
All right, man. Well, thanks everybody again for tuning in. If you're still here, if you're not, hopefully you come back and watch this part. I suck. My stupid shit fucked up. I don't know what happened. Who cares? We're
It
done.
happens.
We're out. Let me get my shit
Cheers.
together. Uh,
Have
yeah,
a good one,
thanks again.
fuckers.
Hopefully everybody watched. Take it easy. Come back next week for the recap. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow, blah, 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 blah. Check out Going Around's podcast everywhere on all the social medias. And I think that's it. Rumble podcast. Now we're on only on Sundays and Tuesdays. We drop the day. So check it out there. Go to the rumblepodcast.com. It'll take you straight to our YouTube page. Yeah, all that good shit. Thank you. Talk to you later.
Tell those motherfuckers in Rumble podcast I'm coming for them.
There
They
you
have
go.
not known what shit talking is
They'll
until
hear
they've met
they'll
me.
hear it, I promise. All right, guys. We're
All right,
out.
brothers. Take care.
Peace.